Well, hello there, everyone, and how are you today? May you have a smile on your face. May you turn your frown upside down to a smile if you're not feeling like smiling. May you have a smile within and on your face after you listen to this video. And for all who listen to it, thank you so kindly. You are so endearingly appreciated. I'm hoping my birds in my nature background is not too loud and you can hear my voice. Today, my loves out there, I would like to talk about consciousness. Your consciousness. Which is your mind, your perceiving of things, your understanding of things, your experiences of things, and the character and the personality that you have from these things. Then I want to talk about your subconscious mind. Whoa. So, when you have experienced life here on this realm from once you've had consciousness, once your consciousness within you, which is your mind as a human being, started understanding consciousness, which is experiences and thoughts you might have. I saw 222, feelings you might have, behaviors you may have because of your consciousness, whether you are in control of your behavior in your mind or not. The subconscious, from my experience, is your divine helper. Your mind is your helper also, as well as your character. But in order to get a balance in your character and your mind as a human being, it is very important to understand your behaviors that may not be the best behaviors for you, which would be the actions that you are in life because of your behavior, the existence, and because of your mental thinking. It is very important to heal your inner self, whether it's the smallest thing like a paper cut experience, but an experience in life that has affected you. It could be, small. I'm sorry, I'm eating my breakfast while I'm talking to you. It could be as small as a paper cut, but yet have such, detrimental effects to you, humanly as a human. It could be as big as a shelf falling over, or bigger in the experience that you have had in this life, in this journey, at whatever time you had it, that has affected you, which affects your mental, your emotional, the imprint within you, your vibration, your energy, your thinking. Your body also responds to things that you have experienced in this lifetime that have been detrimental to you. And what is detrimental to you, it is okay because you are having that experience. In order for your consciousness, which is your subconscious, and this is a reality, you have a conscious mind and you have a subconscious mind. The subconscious mind actually functions in itself. It is it's like the helper on standby until you're able or waiting for you, and also trying to help you to get a balance and a steering that you are doing towards your mind that is connected to your body, that is connected to your emotions and your character from the experiences that you have been through here. It is very, very, very important to not give up on yourself in the healing of the experiences that you have had. And even if you've had a detrimental experience, what you created and added to that from that detrimental experience, whether it be that you didn't know any better, whether it be that you just kind of freaked out or you couldn't take it, it was too much to handle, or maybe you were trying to, ignore it and find a substitute to deflect that experience. The subconscious is connected directly, in my opinion, in my experience. This is my divine experience, and a big smile is going across is on my face. The subconscious is connected to the spiritual realm, or the realm of what created you, in all of the magnificence that's there, which is wisdom, knowledge, help, intelligence, like it's super intelligence, like master intelligence, help, wisdom, answers, understanding. It is there on standby to help you. But the thing is, if you are not mentally balanced, you are not characterly balanced, you are not humanly balanced, it's very difficult for the subconscious to, on a continual, help you. Very interesting, because there needs to be a calm and a peace inside. In order to truly get that calm and that peace, and it really does exist here, it's important to stay on the journey of your healing and reflecting and visiting those things which have traumatized you, hurt you, disrupted you. Sometimes it's catastrophic, the things that you can experience here that can disrupt you as a human, mentally, emotionally, even physically. Then your actions, then your character, your thinking. It can all be in a whirlwind, and what has really happened is like you kind of got out the seat of yourself and it's driving all alone, all by itself. Like you are not connected to yourself. You disconnect. And sometimes it happens because we as humans don't know how to connect and stay connected. Dealing with difficulties and traumas that have hurt us, or some things are catastrophic, but you don't actually have a demise, but the effect of what you've experienced can be so catastrophic to you as an individual human being, it disrupts beyond what seems to be no repair. But that's not true. There is repair. You can have repair. You can have wholeness. You can come into a journey with yourself that feels good, that you feel good in your mind, in your character, in your body, in your imprints, in your brain, in your energy, in your blood, in yourself, you can actually really, really, really find this place. When we are dealing with things that are very, very difficult because of the experience, it's not a pretty picture. I don't mean that it's necessarily like a war and the after effects of a war, but it's very, very, very difficult to deal, especially when you're not using a, what do they call those things? People look for substitutes or fill-ins of all kind to brush over or ignore or detach from what is really going on within themselves. Then you find out, as being a human being, there are so many things you can get into that definitely keep you distracted. Very, very distracted. And that adds to it. The difficulty of you finding the clearing, like this picture. I'm not saying that it looks exactly like this picture, because the feeling that you have inside is like this picture, and more pictures, in beauty, and where's the sun? Your sun over there? That you will begin to recognize that this is you. This is you on the inside. This is the original you, which your inner spirit is connected to in your subconscious mind. So in order for both of them to work for you and its highest capability, it's important to find healing, self-love, understanding, peace, sometimes even forgiveness. Not that I'm saying forgiveness is not important, but in some cases it is. Forgiveness. Because why? You are learning how to free yourself. Free yourself from what something or someone on your existence, your journey here, from whatever age it was, impacted you and really kind of put you off kilter, which then puts you off kilter to the directness and the preciseness of your individual journey here on this realm. There is so much to comprehend about yourself, about existence, about life, about the journey, about the magnitude of you and who you are, about this life, this journey. But in order to connect to that part of you, which is your precise self, your pristine self, and the help that is there subconsciously and spiritually, it's very, very important that you realize, loves, that you must be a part of that. Okay? Why? Because if you weren't supposed to be a part of that, you wouldn't have came in a human form with a spirit within you, with the vibrancy, with the life, with the birthright that is so much bigger than your body, your housing, okay? Which is connected to also your subconscious mind, okay? Now, it's a very interesting journey. There is no time on the journey, because as long as you are existing here, that's part of the journey. And then when you do not exist here anymore, there is still a journey to be had going forward once you leave your physical body here, because your consciousness transfers. Your spirit, which is within you. I'm getting twisted in my words. Sorry, I think because I'm trying to eat at the same time. Goes forward because now you've connected yourself as a human to your inner spirit and your consciousness, as well as your mind and yourself as a human being. It's all connected. So you go forward. There is so much information. There is so much help. People call it Akashic records, if you want to call it. There's all kind of records and information to help you on your journey here that you can receive from your sensors, your gifts, your abilities as a human being. You weren't given senses, 5, for just shoots and giggles. They have a greater, deeper meaning. There is a greater, deeper meaning in the fact that you are here. And it's more than just this physical realm. It's more than the things you acquire. It's more than jewelry. It's more than cars. It's more than clothes. It's more than a phone. It's more than computers. It's more than anything and everything except for the picture, nature. That which is natural and beautiful. This is you. There's more to life. When you leave here, you take none of these things. They are memories and privileges. All the extras outside of the beauty of nature still here for you and us and me. These things are extras for you to enjoy, but not to miss the true meaning and understanding of you being a human being, having a spiritual, supernatural, conscious, and subconscious experience. There is so much more. If you want to really find peace and delight in everything and in yourself, it's important to find the healing, to stay on the journey. And it is not a pretty picture when you're facing it within, the hurt, the pain, the discouragement, the devastation, the brokenness. Sometimes things can happen to you to feel like it's gonna take you out of here. Done that, been there. I'm smiling because I'm a testament. I'm a walking miracle to the fact that you can overcome, and you can. You can. It is not easy, and the more that you go into yourself, the more your subconscious and your spiritual essence, the being and what it's connected to, can help you more. Now, I'm talking connected to, meaning your birthright, the origin of you as a creation. It is a positive. It is not a negative, okay? And that doesn't say that you're not going to experience negative things. But it's important to get to a place within yourself, because it's almost like, how can I explain it? When you're not here, because I leave here and I come back and there are others, none of this here applies. You don't even feel, you know that you're a human being still existing here. You don't have to go to the bathroom. You don't feel pain. You don't feel the emotions of here. You don't need a cheeseburger. You don't want French fries. I'm eating a fish sandwich. You don't play in the park. You don't drive your car. Everything good that you can think of, everything negative that you can think of, doesn't exist when you leave here, because I go back and forth while I'm alive, okay? It's very, very interesting. So, the point of you being here is to be able to learn how to overcome yourself, meaning those things that may have happened to you to cause you to get off kilter from the greatest gift of here, which is yourself, you. Once you're able to stabilize your inner self, your character, your emotions, your experiences, your pain, the imprint, the devastations. Some devastations could feel like it's coming straight for your birthright. There's a scale that it can be from 1 in between, from 1 to 5, and in between, from 5 to 10, and in between, and 10 and beyond. Whoa, okay? And when you're able to balance within that person that you are that also does exist outside of here, but you also exist here. There is a spiritual being, you, that is in you, a divine spirit and energy and essence that's yours, that is beautiful. It's already in its perfected state. It's undamaged. Woo! So getting in connection with that which is a part of you that's in you to help you to heal and balance yourself, so that way you will have the proper self to deal with these things when they come to you or come around you, that you will know how to deal with it from a master intelligence, spiritual, supernatural way, which is your destiny, your journey unto self. So you're not all over the place, and you're not just responding or reacting or muting everything or finding escapes and things of that sort. You are the most awesome gift here individually. And you will not know that until you find you within, till you find you underneath all of that, through all that. You see the clearing here in this picture. You see the horizon. You are the horizon. You are unending. There's beauty. You see this beauty? Now imagine the beauty that's in you to come alive. But there must be a clearing. A clearing. You cannot deal with the energies and the entities and the things that you've experienced that have created the imbalance from a unhealed place. Because your consciousness and your subconscious mind and your spirit within wants to align with you as a whole human being, which doesn't mean that you will ever be in your complete perfected state as a human being, but you can be in a place that's so and perfectly perfect that it all fits and you're flowing in, I call the living waters, the essence, the pristine of who you are from within. And it penetrates and permeates and comes out like the sun. You see what the sun is doing to everything that it's shining on? That's your spirit in you, what it wants to do with and for you. That is your subconscious mind and intelligence that's already there, a capability, ability that you can only grasp, hold on to, keep and maintain as you go on the journey of exploring and really understanding self. Even if you're in situations where, I don't know, maybe you have a disabled mom or a child or an animal, or maybe you might be disabled. There are certain things we have in our lives that seem to be something that's going to be there, and it's not going to go away. There is a consciousness above what you are existing in to help you to understanding in a way that will blow your mind, where you will actually learn to function in a place of freedom. And this freedom is infinite, of this wisdom, of this understanding, of this knowledge, that a new perspective, a new understanding. It's like becoming anew. When you become anew, and it even says it in the Bible, but a lot of times it's not broken down properly, and people are not given mercy and grace. When people are going through it, they need to understand, even though the Bible and books exist, some people in teaching and help, they need to understand, what do I do to get to this place within myself, so that I'm not continually going in circles, in loops, in circles, in loops, in circles, in loops. And all thy getting, get understanding. Be you transformed by the renewing of your mind, of you on the inside, your heart, your energy, your blood, your imprint. What is the flowing of you within and you in general, of your mind, of your consciousness. It's important to spend time with yourself, my love. And I do want to say this. When you're in peril and these things happen and you're going through in life, because I've done that, been there. I have been rebirthed at being alive at least 80 times. It feels like 100. It feels like over 100. Because when I was in those places, I didn't forget about my consciousness. I didn't forget about my spirit within. I didn't forget about the spirit or the energy, the origin of what created me that is there. And I would tell it, I can't no more. I can't take it. I'm going through it. This is too much. Oh my goodness, whatever the case may be, I would let out the emotions, talk to it, tell it. Make sure you call upon that which created you and loves you. Okay? Which your consciousness and your spirit within is connected to, because it's there to help you, but it wants you to learn how to do it yourself. And because when you are able to, you will find yourself pretty fascinating. You'll be like, whoa. It's not like you won't still have human experiences, but you will keep elevating and graduating to a place where your consciousness, your character, your behavior, and your energy constitutes and is in line with the pristine essence of you, not the damage, not the pain, not the dysfunction, not what people done. You are greater than that. All of that. Every bit of it. I wanted to share this, please. It is okay to say, I need help, to the Creator, to what I call God, Spirit, what do I call majesty, origin, I mean magnificence. I mean, it is so dynamic in its love for you. And it's so important to understand love for yourself and appreciating you. When you find this inside of yourself, and it's a journey, and once you see the little peak of it coming out, it creates all of this within you. You see that? That's you. You see that? You see the emanating of the sun's rays? That's you. On the inside, my loves, that's you. That's you. That's the spark in the energy that you have inside, but now as a living human being. It's very, very important, because the consciousness will help you. Your inner spirit will help you on your journey here in ways that are so magnificent and mind-blowing. You'll be like, whoa. Now, this is without any kind of substances. I've gone through my life as a child without, there's a word that they call these things people do. They find distractions, but there's a word for it, and I'm not sure what the word is right now. They find different things to distract themselves from the reality of the pain, of the difficulty, of the agony, of whatever it is that you may have gone through or are going through or went through. I've always been dealing with this from a child, straight up, literally, on a real, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't know at the time when I first had my first experience with supernatural, that there was a thought to even take things or do things or other things to mask that which I didn't want to feel or experience mentally, emotionally, or accept or understand, and things of that sort. So I've always been going through it raw. And that's the beautiful thing. Not to say that I don't have a drink or wine or champagne or things, but I do it in celebration of so much. It's like it gets flipped, that you're not doing it to mask. You're doing it to celebrate. And then certain things that you have in your life that weren't helping you, when you're in the position where damage has been done and you're using it to max, that will fall away from you. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but there is another side, polarity. Polarity. Well, the way we've been taught in science, yin and yang, white and black. Well, white is all light, everything good, this, you, that exists, and the black is all those experience, everything that is traumatic, horrific, disappointing, painful, damaging, destructive, all of that. But there is a polarity. A lot of people forget if there is negative and bad, there still is good. It still exists. I'm it. This picture is it. You're it. So much is it. You will learn to see different, comprehend different, think different, react different. New knowledge and information will come into your mind, into your character, into your attitude, into your energy. You will have the ability within to master yourself. Oh, you'll make mistakes along the way, but you know the truth inside, whether, you're fooling yourself, or fooling consciousness, or fooling creator. And then sometimes you might just want to do that for a minute or two. That's okay. But you want to get back to yourself, and you don't want to do anything that's so detrimental to yourself and all of humanity. I've noticed that humanity is going in the same circle and place in degrading. You are greater. You are greater within. You are great. Your consciousness, do you not understand? Please try to understand the magnitude of your consciousness, your brain, and what it's connected to, your inner spirits, your inner self, even though you're having a human experience. Consciousness is so important. It will guide and steer you, and you will learn to unlock things within yourself that are so amazing. You are an Akashic record. You are a record. You are a planet. You are a solar system. You are an energy. I'm saying these things to help you to understand just how magnificent you are. It's not just your hair and your lips and your eyes and your backside or your front side or your muscles or your color, even though all of that is to be appreciated, but humbly, the real you is in you. The outside is this what carries you through, and you were even given your body the way it is for a reason. That's how specifically magnificent you are. Learning to love, like, and understand that, and how to go through the things you've experienced here to find the enlightenment, which is you. It's there. It exists. It hasn't gone anywhere. But you have to make a conscious choice to want to understand this. So if you're going through chaos, trauma, pain, and whatever else is consistent of that, it only breeds more. Why not stop and say, I want something different? Make a conscious thought that I want this in my mind, within myself. Feel that you want that. Ask for the help. Ask creator. Ask creation. Ask yourself. Tell yourself, I don't want this anymore. This is what I want, so that you can connect to your higher intelligence in the solidarity and the assurity of the spiritual being that is within yourselves, my loves. It will blow your mind. It affects your body. It affects your health. It affects your energy. It affects your bones, your nerves, your everything that you are in existence with. It all affects that. Just like the experiences that have not been pleasant for you affect your whole life. Now, imagine yourself on the opposite side of the polarity, but as a human being, you can get there. You can have that. And you will find happiness. You will find joy. You will find peace. You will find understanding. You will find healing. You're still going to have a human experience, but you now have the equipment. You know the buttons within you, like you're like you're a motherboard or a master computer. You know how to deal with you as this being with all these capabilities. You will know. You will be the master controller of yourself. And in doing that, you will understand the mastery of intelligence, of spirit, spirituality, of knowledge, of applying, of why and because, and yin and yang, and cause and effect, and creation and energy. It is really, really quite magnificent. There is a clearing, my loves. It's very, very important. Then you will learn how to relate to others, because you're not relating to them from a place of your pain or difficulty or your unhealed parts of you, which is energies and emotions and thoughts. And then you will be able to help another or others or many overcome where you are at and what they're going through. And see, it's important to have the love for yourself, because that can never go away. You must really understand, like, people love so much, but do you love you and really realize why you should? And I don't mean arrogantly, I mean humbly and beautifully. Not it, because what is all that stuff? It's not. If people love themselves so much and like themselves so much, why is the phone becoming their master? You have actually exited yourself to go into the phone. Why don't you go into yourself instead of going into the phone? Because inside of yourself has all the vastness of infinity in you. Infinity, ability, capability. Okay. And then the phone will just be something you use, but you are the jewel. You are the gem, not the phone. You're feeding and feeding and feeding all these things and functioning on energy that is almost depleted. How you're functioning, you know why? Because your spirit inside the body is helping you. You have a journey, you have a destiny. And another thing I'd like to tell you, I learned, and I tell this to people, I'm so glad that my destiny is for good. I know what and who I am. And I'm still learning the magnificence of me, because it's infinite. It's infinite. When you look at life, when you look at things, you look at people, you look at circumstances, situations, you will deal with them a totally different way. Doesn't mean as a human you might, get a word wrong or get your response wrong, but it's not going to be detrimental or catastrophic or anything like that, because you're a human being connected with your inner essence and your intelligent mind, which is connected to what created you. So it's about keeping that balance and staying in the flow and the overflow of your own daggone self, unto and into everything but your destruction and destruction in others' destruction. It's a beautiful experience. To have a peace, the body follows. There's so much power and ability you have within yourself that it will blow your mind. You don't have to plug in like the phone. Oh, woo, ooh. You can plug in all right to spirit of good. Can plug in. Plug into yourself. Plug into your inner self. Plug into the vastness of infinity of good. Plug in and see what that does. See, you don't need the phone needs to be plugged in. Everything needs to be turned on. The remote, the TV, the stove, everything. But you're doing that. So what does that say about you? Who are you? Whoa! There's got to be more than that which you're experiencing. Are you tired of it? I got tired long time ago. And then when I was in the abuse as a child, I said there got to be more than that. I was determined to find, and let me tell you, it's been a long journey. I've been around for a while, quite a while, but I'm infinite. And so much that I have learned. And may this have encouraged you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I would be more than happy to help you to answer the questions. I guess that what I would do is let you know that I'm going to make a video and answer the questions. Or maybe it could get to the point that I could have a Zoom and people could come and talk and we can discuss and just come together. So know that you are loved. Look at the beauty of you. Do you see you? I don't know if you can hear the birds in the nature. These are the noises and sounds and energies and vibrations that you can have inside, but as a human, it will feel fitting as a human, what you can emanate. You see the sun, even when it's not shining, you become the light, and there's no darkness that can hold you. Because you are the illumination. You are a wonderful, amazing, magnificent creation. My destiny is of good, not of evil. I know that about me. That is enough to celebrate. Celebrate? Celebrate you. Celebrate what you create. Celebrate your healing. Celebrate what you understand. Celebrate which is continual. Celebrate the difference that you make, the difference you can be, the difference you can be as a being, as a human, and it has no gender. Celebrate not being in pain. Celebrate healing. Celebrate the capability. Celebrate fulfillment within yourself. Celebrate love. That's the key right there, because once you learn to love yourself and really appreciate you for who you are and learn to understand that, well, it's a wrap. True divine love for you. You, everything you fight for, seek after, do it for you. Love you. You see the beautiful purple, the flowers blowing? Breathe. What are you filling your brain, yourself, your inner self with after the fact? No matter what has happened to you, you are love. You deserve it. You are worth it. You are worthy. You are an amazing creation. That's not you. That's just part of the journey, the things that have happened. Now, you are able and can create something different from within, my loves. I have to go because the time is getting near an hour, and I apologize for that. Know how much and wonderful. Know how truly wonderful you are. You are love and peace and joy. You are happiness and greatness. You are colors. You are so much more. You are peace. You are wholeness and healing. You are joy unspeakable. You are power. You are mighty. You are beautiful. Bye-bye for now.